Panther Nation, what's good? Welcome back to Carolina's Armchair GM. I am your host, CJ, and welcome to episode 2 of the midweek mock draft. Okay. Now, if you watched the interview that Dan Morgan did at the combine, he said that the Panthers were going to be aggressive at the linebacker spot in free agency and the draft. And they will also be aggressive at the edge spot as well. All right. So we're going to take that into consideration in this draft here. Now, I know a lot of people in the comments on episode 1 were saying that Spencer Fanu, Fanu, however you say his name, was not going to make it to number 19. And I completely agree with y'all. Okay. But in that particular draft, he did fall down that far. And I kind of, used him to make my point in last week's draft. Okay. But as you can see, Spencer Fanu did not make it down to number 19 this time. So we're not going to go that route just yet. Okay. So we're going to start off. All right. And now, mind you, um, I know everybody is super high on CJ Allen. Okay. But at this point, for me, Akeem Messador, all right, his rank has climbed up from I think number 32 to 21 here on PFF. All right. And I'm hoping that he's at the combine. I don't know for sure. If anybody does, let me know so we can see his stats and numbers, when they go ahead and do their workouts. See if he's real or not. Okay. Pretty sure he is. I like his highlights, love his tape. Look what he did in the national championship game against Indiana, even though they did lose. But him and Ruben Bain put on a one hell of a show. Okay. So I'm gonna go with Edge right here first. All right. And I'm gonna take Hakeem Messador. Akeem, my bad. All right. Now, linebacker. Okay. So, with Dan Morgan's comments, I do believe that they are going to do their damnedest to try and bring in a veteran linebacker, somebody to hopefully mentor whoever they decide to pick in the draft. I think it's a given they're going to pick a linebacker in the draft. It's just where they pick it is the question right now. Okay. And maybe after the draft, no, I'm sorry, maybe after the combine and free agency, we'll have some inkling as to what they're going to do. All right. But right here, I'm going to go with Jake Galladay from Cincinnati. All right. So now we're at pick 83. Okay. I still believe, all right, since Icky was hurt, he ruptured his patellar tendon. All right. We don't know yet if he's going to be back in time for the season. Dan Morgan did have some good news, said the surgery went great. Icky was recovering well. He had just talked to him a few days ago, but they still don't have a timetable for his return just yet. All right. And he also talked about depth and making sure you have the right depth on your team at all positions. Okay. So my thoughts is they're probably going to bring back Yash Nyman and Brady Christensen. Okay. But I still think as long as Icky status is up in the air, they're probably going to do something to address that position as well. Okay. And like I said, now you got big Mark Bell here. Now he's a left tackle. He had 1,029 snaps at left tackle, gave up 0 sacks. Okay. But he is 6'9", 345. I don't know about him just yet. Okay, don't know about him just yet. But for the sake of he played left tackle all season long and had some decent grades here for most of the season, I'm going to go ahead and pick him right here. Okay, and now we are at pick 119. Okay, so if we look at the picks, we got Akeem Messador, Jake Galladay, Markel Bell. All right. Edge rusher, linebacker, and left tackle. All right. Now, another need for this team that I feel if Nick Scott I'm pretty sure he's going to be allowed to go out and test the free agent waters. All right. But if he leaves and doesn't come back, we'll probably have a lineup of Trayvon Merrick. You're going to have Lathan Ransom, Damani Richardson. So I think that the Panthers might go and look for a safety in this draft here too. So we're going to do that as well. And right here, we got safety Michael Taft from Texas. Okay. And I do believe I picked him in the last draft. I'm going to do it again here. All right. Okay. And now we are at our back to back picks. All right. 156 and 157. Okay. And I don't know if the Panthers are going to take a wide receiver, in this draft. I really don't. I really don't. So I'm going to shy away from the wide receiver position for now. Okay, I'm gonna shy away from it for now. I got a lot of well, not a lot. I got a couple comments on the last mock draft about not taking a wide receiver is crazy. All right, I don't think it really is. Okay, I know everybody has their opinions about XL. Hopefully, he can turn it around this year. And I know hopefully doesn't mean much of nothing to most everybody. Okay, but I don't know if the Panthers are going to go wide receiver high in this draft. I mean, if they do, it'll probably be in the later round. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to swing back and somebody who I'm going to draft just about every time until I get the feeling that or if I know for sure that Cade Mays is coming back, I'm going to pick Pat Coogan, center from Indiana. All right. And we got pick 157. Okay. So let me see. All right. We got an edge rusher, we got a linebacker, tackle, safety, and a center. All right. Let me go back and see if we got any edge rushers. Okay. You know what? This time I'm gonna double up again on the edge rushers. I'm going to get let me look at Caden Curry. Okay. All right, bet. We pick Caden Curry here from Ohio State. All right. Now we're down to pick 199. I do believe that Corey Thornton will come back next season and compete for that starting slot spot with Shao Smith Wade. So I'm gonna hold off on the cornerback spot for right now. We'll see what's going on with that. Again, linebackers, edge rusher. Okay. I'm going back to the linebackers again, and I'm this time going to pick Caleb Alarms Orr. All right, linebacker out of TCU. All right. Now, the Panthers do not have a seventh round pick in this year's draft, but all the simulators have them as having a seventh round pick. So we have a first round pick, second, third, fourth, two fifth round picks, and a sixth. Okay. So when we get to the seventh round pick, I'm just going to go with somebody, and just for the hell of it, I'm gonna get Mr. Durant, the defensive lineman from Penn State. All right. And let's see what PFF gave my draft here. Okay, so I got a B. All right. So with the first pick in 19, I took Akeem Messidor, the edge from Miami. Round two, pick 51, took a linebacker Jake Galladay from Cincinnati. Round three, pick 83, I got left tackle Markel Bell, also from the U. All right. Round four, pick 119, got safety Michael Taft. If Nick Scott does not come back, I think the Panthers might go this route in the draft. All right. Round five, pick 156, center Pat Coogan from Indiana. Right after that, pick 157, I got edge rusher Caden Curry from Ohio State. Round six, pick 199, I picked up TCU linebacker Caleb Alarms Orr. All right, hope I'm saying that right. All right, and like I said, round seven, the Panthers don't have a seventh round pick this year, but since it's on there, I went and picked anyway, and I just picked up the defensive lineman Zane Durant from Penn State. Okay, now like I said, Dan Morgan said in his draft interview that he was going to be very aggressive at the linebacker spot and at the edge rusher spot in free agency and in the draft. Okay, so I do believe I have somewhat accomplished that here in this mock draft. Okay. But let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you like? Do you hate it? I don't care what you think. Just let me know. All right. I appreciate all the comments. And as always, I thank you for the love and support. All right. As always, Panther Nation, I'm going to leave y'all with three things. Number one, y'all be good. Number two, y'all be safe. And number three, as always, Panther Nation, keep pounding, man. I'll see you.